Hello and welcome. You are learning AWS CloudFront. As you know that when we are configuring CloudFront distribution, we have to pass through lots of options. Let's do one thing. Let's go to the CloudFront. Here I am inside my CloudFront console and I'm going to create new distribution. When you create new distribution, the first option we have is origin. We already discussed about this. The second option we have is default cache behavior. Now in this particular option, default cache behavior, we already discussed about path pattern. Then we discussed about compress object automatically and viewer protocol policy. In fact, for viewer protocol policy, we also completed 2 labs for this. Here in this video, we are going to discuss about allowed HTTP methods. Why we need to use this, which option would be better for our requirement. We are going to discuss about all of this. So let's start. Now here I am going through the mind map. Allowed HTTP methods. First of all, we are going to talk about what it does. When setting up the CloudFront distribution, you can specify which HTTP methods CloudFront should accept from the client and forward to your origin server. As you know that when we have CloudFront distribution, all the requests will pass through the CloudFront, specifically CloudFront distribution. Because once you create CloudFront distribution, you will get one URL. And then we are giving this URL to our viewer or user. If you want to open our website, you can use this CloudFront URL. It means all the requests will pass through the CloudFront distribution first and then it will go to the origin. Now here, when you are going to open website, you are using different kind of HTTP method. Let's say that if you are going to open website only as a read-only process, okay, in this case, we are only using specific method. So, HTTP method is actually deciding factor that how user can interact with your website. If you look at over here, we have mainly 3 options over here. We are going to discuss about all of this step by step. So, the first method we have is get and head. Purpose: allowed only retrieval methods. This option is typically used for static content where only reading operations are needed. If you are talking about use case, static websites or files that do not require any modification or data submission by user. If you have static website, it means you want your user to open your website, but you don't want user to interact with your website. Let me give you an example. Let's say that I have one website. I am selling my product or service, and I want user to get list of my services. They can verify all the details about my services. They can download PDF files from my website. That's all. I don't want user to interact with my website. Now in this case, I can say that my website is static. And if my website is static, I will only allow get and head options or methods. So now if user will try to delete something from my website, it is not allowed because I am only allowing get and head method. So it is totally depend on which type of website you are having. If your origin having static website, then definitely you should select get and head method from CloudFront distribution. Then we have another option. In this option, we are just going to add another options. Okay. So here we have get, head and options. So we just need to understand what is the use case of this particular method known as options. Purpose: discover what HTTP methods and operations are allowed on server, often used for cross-origin resource sharing. You know, if you have website and the website is getting content from multiple locations, we have to enable CORS. I'm going to give you one simple example. Let's say that if you are using S3 bucket as a static web hosting. Now, if you are getting content of your website from same bucket, then you don't need to worry about this. But if you are getting content from multiple bucket, you need to enable CORS. Now, if you have website which is using multiple bucket and getting content from multiple sources, then along with get and head, you have to enable options as well. So you have to find out the system of your website if it is getting content from the multiple source, then you have to choose this one. If you don't know anything about course, you don't need to worry about this. During our S3 series, we created one specific video about course. In this video, we have theory and practical about course as well. I am going to give you a link into the description. You can find out detail about course from this video. So here, if we are talking about options, option is just useful to get detail about which kind of HTTP method provided by source. And you need to enable this specifically when you have course enabled website. So use case, the browser send options request to the CloudFront, which asks the server what method are permitted. So it is just kind of query that your browser is sending to your CloudFront distribution to find out which kind of HTTP method are supported by the source. And here we have a list of all the methods. And this will be useful even if you have static website, but you have course enabled website. Then finally, we have third option, which is allowing all HTTP methods. So here the purpose, allow full interaction, including creating, updating and deleting resources. This is used for dynamic application that require full CRUD, create, read, update, delete operations. Let me give you an example about this particular option. Let's say that if you are using Facebook. Now in Facebook, you can write post, means you are adding something. After completing this post, you can update your post. Even you can delete this post. So Facebook is actually allowing us full interaction with their website. We can say that Facebook is a dynamic website. And if you have a website like Facebook, like a dynamic website, in this case, you have to allow this particular option. So use case, dynamic content or API need support full CRUD, create, read, update, delete operations. So overall, what I can say that if you have static website, you can choose get and head. If you have static website with course enabled, you have to choose this one. And if you have dynamic website, can go with this. Now here we have another option. Now this option is only visible if you are going to choose these two. Sorry, I know that you want to watch full video, but full video is now not available on YouTube. If you want to watch full video, I want you to go to our website. When you will go to our website, you will find out our course 100 Days YouTube Challenge. I want you to enroll for this course by paying only 499 rupees for lifetime if you are from India. If you are from outside of India, you just need to pay $7 US. Once you will enroll to this course, you are going to get all full videos over there on our portal. You are also going to get certificate after completing the course, and we have just uploaded 120 videos. We are going to upload another 120 videos as well. So there will be total 240 videos. I hope we are going to meet inside the class. Thank you very much.